Have faith in the Father. The Father is with you. If you keep His commandments, everything will come unto you. If you keep the commandments, align yourself with Hakoim. Pay your tithe. Pay your tzedakah. Do not fail. Repair the breach. We have been called back by the Father to repair the breach. Do not fail. We are going to a glorious land, a land of milk and honey. Keep the faith. Know that the Father loves you, and everything else will come unto you. This is our promise from the Father. Keep the commandments and align yourself with Hakoim, the Father's chosen priest from the tribe of Levi. Make no mistake, Hakoim is the first Messiah. Second time around, keep the faith and you will enter the kingdom. Keep the commandments. Have faith in the Father. The Father is with you. If you keep His commandments, everything will come unto you. If you keep the commandments, align yourself with Hakoim. Pay your tithe. Pay your tzedakah. Do not fail. Repair the breach. We have been called back by the Father to repair the breach. Do not fail. We are going to a glorious land, a land of milk and honey. Keep the faith. Know that the Father loves you, and everything else will come unto you. This is our promise from the Father. Keep the commandments and align yourself with Hakoim, the Father's chosen priest from the tribe of Levi. Make no mistake, Hakoim is the first Messiah. Second time around, keep the faith and you will enter the kingdom. Shalom Mishkan, and welcome to Hebrew Bible Secrets with your host, Rabbi Jeremy Beaton. We are reading today from the book of 2 Corinthians, starting at chapter 11. First, I just want to show you the books we're reading from today. So we'll be reading from the Hidden Truths Hebraic Scrolls, Brit, Chadasha. And for references, we'll be going to the Abrahamic-Faith, Nazarene, Hebraic Study Scriptures. And for those of you who want to learn about the Sabbath and the Holy Feasts, please buy yourself the Forever-Israel Prayer Book with Passover Agadah. So all of these books have been transliterated from the Hebrew back to the English by Rabbi Simon Altef Hakoim and have extensive footnotes in them. Okay, all of these books can be purchased on Amazon, or if you want the hardback copies, you can go to lulu.com. Okay, so without further ado, 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. 1. I wish that you would bear me in a little folly, and indeed you bear with me. 2. For I am jealous over ye with jealousy, according to Elohim, for I have espoused ye to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin bride to Messiah. 3. For I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Carver through his subtlety, so your minds from the simplicity that is in Messiah. 4. For if he that comes proclaiming another Yahushua, whom we have not proclaimed, or if you receive another Ruach spirit, which you have not received, or another Besorah, which you have not accepted, you might well bear with him. 5. For I suppose I am not inferior to those very special emissaries. 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among ye in all things. 7. Or did I commit a sin in humbling myself, that you might be exalted, because I have proclaimed to you the Besorah of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh freely? 8. Did I rob other congregations, taking wages from them to do you service? 9. And when I was present with ye, and when in need, I was burdened to no man. For that which I lacked, the brothers which came from Macedonia, supplied, and in all things I have guarded myself from being a burden to you, and so will I guard myself from being a burden. 10. As the truth of Messiah is in me, no man shall stop me of this boasting in the regions of Achaia. 11. Why? Because I do not love ye. Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh knows. 12. I shall go on doing as I do, in order to cut off occasion from them which desire an occasion, that wherein they boast, they may be found even as we are. 13. For such are false emissaries, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the emissaries of Messiah. 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into a messenger of light. 15. Therefore it is no great thing if his servants also be transformed as the servants of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. 16. I say again, let no man think me a fool, if otherwise, yet as a fool receive me, that I may boast myself a little. 17. That which I speak it not according to the master, but as it were foolishly, in this confidence of boasting. 18. Seeing that many boast after the flesh, I too shall boast. 19. For you, being wise, put up with fools gladly. 20. For ye suffer, if a man brings you into bondage, if a man devours you, if a man takes from you, if a man exalts himself, if a man strikes ye on the face. 21. To my shame, we were too weak for that. But in whatever anyone is bold in, I speak foolishly. I am bold also. 22. Are they Abraham, Hebrews? So am I. Are they Yisraeli? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. 23. Are they servants of Messiah? I speak as a fool. I am more in labours, more abundant in beatings, above measure, in prisons, more frequently, facing death many times. 24. Of the Yahudim, 5 times I received 40 lashes, minus 1. 25. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once was I stoned almost to death. 3 times I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I have been in the deep. 26. I have been in many situations in my travels often, in dangers, of waters, of robbers, in danger by my own race, in dangers from the Gentiles, in dangers in the city, in dangers in the wilderness, in dangers in the open sea, in dangers among false brothers. 27. In toil and hardship, through my sleepless nights, in hunger and thirst, many times without food, in cold and without enough clothing. 28. Apart from other things, that which comes upon me daily precious, the care of all the congregations. 29. Who is weak, and I am not weak, who is led into sin, and I do not burn with indignation. 30. If I must boast, I will boast of the things which show my weakness. 31. The Elohim and Av of Master Yehoshua, which is blessed for evermore, knows that I do not lie. 32. In Damascus, the governor under Aretas, the king kept the city of the Damascenes with a garrison desirous to apprehend me. 33. And through a window in a basket was I let down by the wall and escaped his hands. Okay, so that now brings us to the end of 2 Corinthians chapter 11. So let's go back and have a look and see if there's any footnotes. Okay, so the first footnote we have is in verse 2. For I am jealous over ye with jealousy according to Elohim, for I have espoused ye to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin bride to Messiah. Okay, let's have a look at this, to Messiah. So we have here, there are 2 brides of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. This one bride is the northern 10 tribes of Israel, who were removed from Israel for disobedience and adultery, for prostituting with the heathen nations. Okay, let's read that again. There are 2 brides of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. This one bride is the northern 10 tribes of Israel, who were removed from Israel for disobedience and adultery, for prostituting with the heathen nations. Okay, so let's go to the next footnote, which is in verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, okay, though I be rude in speech, let's have a look at this. From here, the inference is that he was also rude at times, hence the messenger of Satan to allegedly tame him, mentioned in 2 Corinthians. So let's go back to the next footnote, which is in verse 13. For such are false emissaries, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into emissaries of Messiah. Okay, so let's have a look at this, emissaries of Messiah. So we have here, the churches are full of such lunatics today, selling their half-baked gospel, devoid of Torah, and any precept of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. This is the name it and claim it crowd. Okay, let's read that again. The churches are full of such lunatics today, selling their half-baked gospel, devoid of Torah, and any precept of Yud-Heh-Wah-Heh. This is the name it and claim it crowd. Okay, so let's go to the next footnote, which is in verse 15. Therefore, it is no great thing if his servants also are transformed as the servants of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. Okay, so look at this. According to their works. Okay, and it reads, Satan has ministers who do false miracles and draw in large crowds and readily deceive people, using similar language, you find in many churches. Anyone who does not entertain Torah should not be entertained. Isaiah 8:20, to the Torah and to the true report of it. If they do not speak according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Okay, so let's go to the next footnote, which is in verse 24. Of the Yahudim, 5 times I received 40 lashes, minus 1. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So Paulus was lashed 5 times, 39 lashes, each time according to the custom and the law. Okay, let's read that again. So Paulus was lashed 5 times, 39 lashes each time according to the custom and law. Okay, so let's go to the next footnote, which is in verse 25. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Okay, let's have a look at this. So Acts 16:22 describes one of these occasions in Philippi when Paulus was beaten by the Romans. Okay, let's read that again. So Acts 16:22, please have a look at that, describes one of these occasions in Philippi when Paulus was beaten by the Romans. Okay, let's go to the next footnote, which is a continuation. Once was I stoned almost to death. So let's have a look at this, almost to death. So Paulus was stoned just as Messiah was stoned on the tree, as in John 8:59 and John 10:30-31. Paulus survived the stoning, Acts 14:19, and also he was left with a weak eyesight after this event, Galatians 4:15. Paulus carried the marks of the stoning, but Yeshua died by it. Galatians 6:17 proves this. Okay, so have a look at some of those. Galatians 4:15 and Galatians 6:17. Okay, so that now brings us to the end of 2 Corinthians chapter 11. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you on the other side. This is Rabbi Jeremy Beaton, Chief Rabbi, saying thank you for watching and Shalom Shalom. Baruch Shem Kivod Malkuto Leolam Va'ed. Benevolent be the name of his esteemed kingdom, forever and ever and ever. Amen.